Hopefully, come on, mate. All right, might as well get rid of that because you can see us anyway. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are around the world. Just give me 1 second. There we go. We got Under the Lens today, people. We got Under the Lens with my founding member, my broski. He's been around here since day one. Vigilante. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing well, bro. Cheers for having me on the channel.
Hey, very, very happy to get this done. Like I said, one of my founding members. So this is part of the give back, but you're a content creator anyway. So we would have done this at some point. Let me just big up Shane for the raid. Really appreciate that. And if you guys are staying around, get your questions in. Please put a queue by them. So once I finish asking the guest the questions, then you guys can have your own questions read as well. And big up Quaja. There's Vigilante's links. Yeah, with the second channel, but if you click the title, you'll see both Vigilante's channels there, the gaming channel and the sports one. Big up to Heavy Kev, a rapid surprise attack to commit a crime, especially to steal from a prison. Wow. Why use the word raid? Why not use peaceful transfer or mindful souls? That's a good point, actually. My bad, just realized like-minded gooners could be a paradox. It could be. And there's me telling you to subscribe and to make sure that you smash up the like and subscribe to Vigilante as well. Just having a quick roll call and then we'll get into it. Big up to Perm in the building. Like I said, Quaja, Latvians here, full Irish raid. Big up to AJ Legend. You know what I'm saying? Big up to Darren Martin. Make sure, I know you guys are, but make sure you're all clicking the names in the titles and subscribing to my broski. Robert Prudence is in the house. Welcome on in. Big up Shane again for the raid, man. Can't thank you enough. Let me see if I've missed anyone. Paul Walker's in the house. Big up, man. And the legend that is Shane. I can't. You know what I'm saying? Big up to you, my bro. I ain't even had time to put on the thing because I would have. This fucking man, I got that one spun me yesterday, bro. Big up,
me too. I can't stop it. I can't unhear it now. It's brilliant.
Hey, do you know what I'm saying? You know, this guy, man, he's like Dr. Frankenstein. Is it Dr. Frankenstein or was Frankenstein the monster? I don't know, but that's Shane anyway. You know what I'm saying? Big up to you, Kwame. Sorry, I didn't see you there. Make sure you're subbing to Vigilante, all of you guys. Wahaha's in the building. Big up. Is it echoing? Why is it me? Is it? I don't know what's going on. I can't hear it though, to be fair. We'll try and sort that out at some point, but big up for coming through, Wahaha, and big up to this legend. She said, let's go. Obviously, it's Under the Lens, but we will give you a clap. And when we get to the end of the show, we'll try and drop a little something for you, man. But let's get into it. I like to ask my guests, you know, firstly, how they got into the team, you know, in your early days. You know, what kind of got you into Arsenal, and then maybe like a good and a bad memory, my bro.
It was actually family for me. Because obviously I am South African, as you know, but my mother was British, and her whole family is Arsenal, all going back for generations.
Right.
So the original fans that got me into it, my two uncles and my granddad. But it's mostly my uncles to begin with, especially my Uncle Dave. He was the first one who actually gave me my first shirt with Bergkamp on the back of it.
Swear down.
Yeah. I mean, I still remember the day Bergkamp signed, but I was only a kid. I remember watching their reaction, going crazy in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I remember back then it was radio. That's how we used to hear everything.
Yeah.
And I remember, I think it was my Uncle John was already in the kitchen listening to it again on repeat on the radio, and my Uncle Dave just come running in. Did you hear? Did you hear? Did you hear?
Oh,
obviously he's heard at work on the radio, and on the way back, he's just excited to hear that Bergkamp has signed.
Wow.
And I just remember the two of them going crazy in the kitchen. But
that's a lovely memory. Yeah, sorry, go on, bro.
For me, that's like my earliest memory. And then from then, I saw games, and I just fell in love.
Yeah.
But for me, the biggest source of my love to this club is my grandfather. That's who taught me my original bit of history.
Wicked.
And the way my granddad used to go on about Liam Brady, or as he referred to him, Chippy Brady, because he loved going on about him, his left foot.
Yeah.
But my granddad could talk about him. The moment you just mention that name, you're gonna have to sit down for a few hours and listen to him.
That's really, really sick though, man. I really love that. And like I said, that the way you just described that memory, I can barely remember it. I'm 41, so I'm a little bit older than you. And I remember the radio and the teletext and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I can barely remember when we actually signed him, but I can obviously remember the kind of impact he had on the team. So the way you just put that is it's just really, really good. I really like that, man. Big up to you and big up to Grandpa as well. Chippy Brady, imagine that. I wish I could have seen that guy play in the flesh, bro. Give me like an early bad memory. I mean, most people from our generation say it's the Champions League final, but is there anything else?
It was actually losing the FA Cup final to Liverpool.
Oh,
my dad was a Liverpool fan, and that was the first trophy he got to witness inside the UK as a Liverpool fan.
Wow.
So obviously he's celebrating, and then there's my two uncles, me, and my granddad are all angry.
Yeah. what a scene. What a scene. Big up, man. That is so sick. So yeah, man. No, and I don't know, man. That one's kind of stumped me a little bit, man. I'm feeling a little bit nostalgic, bro. The way you just described that signing Bergkamp. Because Shane says it all the time. As much as Henri was my guy, like Bergkamp had to, you know,
it was Bergkamp. But for me, it's always going to be Bergkamp.
Yeah. Yeah, that is just so good, man. Before I get on to any more questions, look at this legend. Big up to you, Suge, for supporting the show today, man. And Paul Walker. Please, guys, make sure. Yeah, no worries, man. Make sure you're all subscribing to my guest. And like I said, if you are part of the viewers, my viewers forever, even if you don't have a channel, you know, I'm happy to do a one-on-one and we can find out about your Arsenal journey too, people. Like I said, this is my founding member. This is, you know, him at AJ Static, you know, the first three proper mods. This is like day one foundation. Let me just read your message. Big up to Views Vigilante in chat. Hit the likes and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the entire community. And I couldn't have said it better, my guy. Big up to you, man. Make sure, please, that you are subscribing to my guest as well. And yeah, like I said, man, that's just such a great memory. Such a great memory. So in your interpretation, then, my bro, where do you think the club is now? What do you think's going on?
I think we're just above a mid-table sort of standard at the minute. Because we're not winning anything, and we're just achieving the bare minimum. I mean, I'm sick of this. You know how people say competing, but competing for me, competing is anyone in the league, regardless of where you finish. You've competed in that league, in that competition. And Arsenal, what I grew up with, is the one that's at the top of the table, winning the trophy.
Yeah.
Big up to Gavin.
Big up to Gavin.
And this isn't right. I can't recognise what I'm looking at, and I don't like it most of the time. The style of play, the way the fans are, just all of it's a mess.
Absolute mess. Yeah. So like I said, most of us are kind of looking at the team like, well, the top gooners are saying just win anything. Most of the bottom gooners are saying win a major. What's Vigilante's limits? Because I always like to ask this: what's too much for you, or you know, what would be enough for you to keep him, for instance?
I said a double in the last season. I'm standing by that, because I've seen Wenger win them with spending not even a fraction of what this guy has wasted. The way I look at it, Wenger spent money and invested. This guy's wasted money.
Totally agree. And we're talking about the FA Cup and the League Cup, or any double. It
has to be a league and one of the cups minimum, either the League or Champions League, which I know the Champions League is a big ask. It's never been done.
It is, yeah.
But it's either one of those two and one of the domestic cups. That's what I want this season. It won't happen. But I said that at the end of last season, and I'm not dropping that energy.
Wicked. I love that. And that's all we can do on this side, is keep the same energy. Talking about the Champions League, I mean, you just said, you know, it ain't gonna happen, and I kind of agree with you, you know, and I'm gonna keep that same energy until the team changes my mind and actually win something, you know. But like I always say to my guests, if you look at the last couple of years, the year before last it was quarters, last year it was the semis. So progression would only tell us, you know, that we can look forward to the final. Where do you actually think we're gonna? How far do you think we'll go, though, bro?
I think Potentially, maybe the semis again. I don't see us making the final.
Mm.
And if we do, we're not ruthless enough to win it.
Right.
I've been saying a lot of the season, we need to be ruthless.
Yeah.
Because we left games 1 or 2-0, and that's a bad scoreline to leave a game. All it takes is one goal, and that momentum shifts to the opposition.
Yep. Yeah.
And in order to win leagues and competitions, you have to have that ruthlessness in you, where you look at a team and go, right, we smelt blood. Now we can see the blood. Let's just finish us off.
Let's finish it off. Now I'm 100% with you. I don't know. I think I feel like the teams. Let me ask you that actually. What do you feel the teams more kind of set up to win? The champs, the league, one of the cups? What do you reckon?
The cups.
The cups, you reckon? Yeah, the team. Because listen, like the one thing, because I was listening to a little bit of Tony, big up Tony Claude the other day. It might even have been yesterday. I shared the live or whatever, and he's like, "Look, we can all agree that we've got a squad that can win something. It's just, have we got the manager to get us across the line?" So I think that brings me to my next question. I think I know the answer, but I have to ask it. You know, is the manager the right guy for you?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Do you see a world where he wins nothing and stays on?
No, not this season. Before Berta came in, then yeah, if Berta wasn't here, then yeah, I would have seen that. But because he's here, and his CV and the way he acts speaks for himself. So yeah, I don't think so. And just more on the cup and winning a cup over the league, Champions League, right? Yeah, on form we look more set to win a Champions League, but we've never won it, so I'm not even going to consider that as a potential thing. I'm going to be actually realistic here.
Yeah, no, I think no, that's great. That's exactly what I say, because I remember last season or towards the back end of last season, when we was all kind of crashing out over our shit performance against Newcastle, there were some gooners like, you know, all of the deflectors, you know, like, oh, it's a League Cup. We've already got one of those. Like, why do we want that? Like, they're not realizing that Chelsea are 2 trophies behind us. Whether you rate the Conference League, whether you rate the World Club, whatever that was, that's more than the Community Shield, because that is, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I just don't know, bro. Like, I just don't know what it's going to take for certain people. But
you know, on this whole cup thing, if you'd asked me, I'd gladly trade one of the FA Cups I've seen just for one League Cup, so that I can say I've seen all the domestic trophies won by Arsenal.
Facts.
I would love to be able to say that and be, well, I would actually be able to say it. I'd love that.
Yeah. No,
the last time they won the League Cup, I was 10 months old, so I didn't see it.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was like 30 odd years ago. Even I was a bit too young to remember all of that shit. Do you know what I'm saying? I can just about remember, I think it was 94. Was it Palmer? I can just about remember that. I can remember Naeem from the halfway line. I can remember like just little bursts. Do you know what I'm saying? But as you get older, you do tend to forget, man. So that's interesting, because the reason why I said it is because, like I said, last year it was like, even though we went out the Champions League, they were still trying to find excuses for him. And you said not this year, and you think it's because of Berta. Can we maybe go into a little bit of that, like why you think that is? Because I was giving Berta ratings when he first come. Then, you know me, I started changing his name because I weren't happy with the transfer stuff.
Yeah, I was the same.
Yeah, but coming out of the transfer market now, looking at what he's done, like I feel like he has had a bit of an influence. So, I mean, just give me your thoughts on him, bro.
Well, the key thing is, I looked at, we actually had outgoings, and Tommy Assi was a major one that needed dealing with. And I've looked at it as Jesus situation. I never wanted him at the club. I said from day one, the guy's a liability, and I've been proven right.
Facts.
And that's the next one I'm looking to be seen out the door. And with the signings that we brought in, Eze and Gyökeres were the 2 main ones where I've gone, all right, Eddie would never have done that. I never liked Eddie, even as a player personally. I thought the guy was an idiot.
Same.
But he was useless.
Yeah.
And his signings, I mean, he backed down to go get 29. Like, what are we doing here?
What are we doing here?
But then I decided to, after the transfer window, to look at things from a bit more and like a wider view. And Berta has a hell of a job on his hands. I think the Ralstonelli mess and everything around Pepe's deal, that's still got some sort of bad smell hanging around. He's got to deal with all the Chelsea trash.
Yeah.
all the high wages.
Yeah.
In a way, his hands have been tied, and I
Mm.
think he's actually done a very, very good job.
Do you know what? Well put. Because I was just, because I was just a little bit tunnel vision. Do you know what I mean? Like I expect you to come here, and I expect you to be competent, but there's a lot of fires to put out. You're absolutely right. Big up to you, Six. Done it again, my bro. He said 2 beautiful goals yesterday. You must have loved them 2 goals. Views. I was watching City versus Real, but caught up on the Arsenal highlights later. Madrid were stinky. Do you know what? Because I weren't doing a watch along, I used my laptop to have the Arsenal game on, and I had the Real game on my phone. You know what I mean? So I do need to get another device so I can start doing double watch alongs. Let's talk about that quickly, and then I can get back into some more questions if you don't mind. Let me just big up you, Usyk, and Jasmine, Liverpool fans saying slot out still, which is, that's standards. That's Slot just won a league last year, but there you go. Let me ask you about yesterday quickly though. We are gonna probably have a match revisited after this.
Yeah. I'll do my thoughts now.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead,
I
man.
thought it was a good performance. It's nothing more than I expected, really. Yeah, he rotated, but I would like to see Ethan get some minutes.
Yeah,
I just thought that was a bit ridiculous bringing him on like so late on into the game.
Yeah.
2 outstanding goals, but nothing to really shout home about. It's Club Brugge when they just sacked their manager. They're in a bit of a mess.
That's a great point. And
You know,
let's be honest that if they had better finishers, they had chances as well. Do you know what I mean? So
exactly.
yeah, but I expect our second team to beat Bruges. I expect our second team to beat Slavia Prague, Port Vale, Olympiacos, no matter where we're playing. So, because I'm going to tell you what pissed me off about yesterday, bro. Great goals. Big up Usyk. Like I said, big up Noni, a brace. Wonderful brace.
Yeah, that first goal, that actually caught me off guard because
Oh my
I
God.
was actually halfway walking suitcase back to my friends and I was just watching it on my phone and I had to stop just on the path. Like, oh my word, did he just do that?
Did he just do that? And he just did it, bro. I couldn't believe it. I said, screamer. I said, I never knew you had to. They kept showing on X, him going past the metal things and bending it with his left. And I'm like, bro, are you ever going to do that in the game? And he just shut me up with a brace because that's what we was all asking for, end product. The thing that really wound me up about yesterday, though, is bringing on Saka, bro. Do you know what I mean? Why did he travel? Because he's
Why is he even there?
What do you think about that, bro? Because that really annoyed me, man.
It was the wrong decision. I mean, you had other players on the bench. You had the other youngsters you could have brought on. You had Ethan. Bring Ethan on, for example. Leave Saka at home. Lewis Kelly. Move him more into midfield and play one of those youngsters as a right back. And move things around a little bit.
Come on. Yeah, we saw Salmon come on yesterday. No, was it Salmon? Was it Salmon? It was, wasn't it?
I think
Pretty
so.
sure it was Salmon. Yeah, whatever his name is.
Yeah. But there was another youngster as well. Was it Josh Nichols?
Josh Nichols, yeah. Yeah, he was up. Was he on the bench?
I can't remember. I think that's who it is, but
there's players, but obviously a lot of the defenders are out now, but that's down to him. We'll get into that in just a moment. This absolute legend. Look, so obviously big up Suge.
Stop it, Claire. It's nearly Christmas.
She's going crazy. Every day I message her, please, just it's Christmas, buy yourself something. But she just bless her cotton socks, man. Look, and if you got a membership, please go and say thank you. It is under the lens, so I'm not gonna do the videos, but we'll probably get it in a little bit later. Well, just straight after, actually. I think I've given myself 15 minutes and then we'll get into a match reaction. But thank you so much, Claire. Honestly, like 50% owner of the channel. And of course, Paul Walker, absolute legend again, man. You don't need to do this, but it's appreciated. Men like Mikel needs to win it all to stay, bruv. Yeah, I mean, there are fans out there that think that. For me, let me ask you, I'm so completely fair. Vigilante, I'm so desperate for a day out. Like, if we won the Carabao this year, I'm not gonna say it's enough, but I'm so
I'll be there. I'll be at the parade. I've never seen it. I've never seen it. So hell, of course I'll be there. And you're not telling me I can't celebrate that. I've waited nearly over 33 years for that. And yeah, I will celebrate.
You tell them, bro. You tell them. I'm dying for it, bro. And they think that we're happy. You know, they think that when we lose,
No,
it's like
not
talk
happy.
sport. We're not
The
happy.
only
Like,
thing that's given me happiness is obviously because I'm South African. I've got a World Cup team that international that wins 4 World Cups. I'm about to go potentially see a
that's
5th.
rugby.
You
Yeah,
think
yeah,
I?
yeah.
You think I don't think about standards and trophies? Yeah, there is.
There is.
Elite sport.
Bosh, go on, Vigilante. We love that. We love that. All right, then we're gonna get into the little Harry Potter moment. Then, you know, 3 things you can change. Anything, atmosphere, badge, anything, bro. What would you
I'll
change?
immediately knock down the Emirates and rebuild Highbury in a heartbeat. I wouldn't think twice about it.
Oh, that's a great answer. Carry on. That's the first one.
All right. The second thing is I'd have this whole social media team. I'd actually get them to do their job properly and stop all the false narratives, this whole cult-like mentality, and to actually have truth and honesty across the fan base online. And that the history is promoted through the social media aspect.
And the history. Wait, before I even get into the third.
This club is what that canon stands for.
That's amazing. I've never heard everyone just always straight. Let's just get to the manager. Let's get to the owners. That's amazing. That's amazing. I love
Foundations as a club that have been knocked by the move from Highbury. It's the way I see it.
Yeah, amazing. One more, last one, bro.
Yeah, it would have to be the ownership because they are the cause of this whole rot that has been here for so long.
Yeah, yeah.
It's funny since they showed up, even though they weren't fully in ownership, since that parasite Kroenke showed himself like the tick that he is, we haven't won a Premier League.
We ain't. And he's been silent and he said he's not here for trophies. He's just here for that bag. We knew that.
Well, him and his son, I see them like they're like fleas on a dog. I can't stand them.
Jokes today, bro. Hey, now go on, speak it, man. Speak your truth, bro. This is
those are the 3 main things I would change at the club.
Oh, we love that. We absolutely love that. And I'm not gonna lie, I especially love the whole social media thing. Can we stop this? Because that's what I say to Shane all the time, right? He will know because we had the little backstage chat and we were just like, we knew it. That is great answer because not only are they peddling out the wrong shit, but for new fans, giving out history about the club. Because I know who Herbert Chapman was. I know that we done a treble in the 30s in terms of winning the league 3 times in a row. But that's
all
about
the success of the 70s. The players like Charlie George as well, Liam Brady.
I was relying on my dad for that.
My grandfather for me.
Exactly. My dad showing me VHS, you know, Smudges scoring the last goal.
Couldn't be. I just said my grandfather's memory was all I needed.
Oh man,
just to sit and listen to him. I mean, those are some of my happiest memories, and that's why I like Jez's channel so much. It reminds me of listening to my granddad.
Oh man, you're gonna make me choke up, bro. You're gonna make me choke up, I swear, because that's the relationship that it was all. That's when people ask me, you know, Arsenal. It's like all through my dad. And I understand everyone parents different, but I never had a choice. Do you know what I'm saying? I never had a choice. You know, it was.
I wouldn't change it for the world.
No, even now, even as much as I hate Arteta and I hate seeing the club not being successful, I love the Arsenal like more than anything. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So, wicked answers, man. Absolutely wicked answers.
I mean, I love it so much, Fuse. I haven't gone near Highbury since 2004. Sorry, 2004. I can't do it. I do not want to see it destroyed.
It's painful, yeah, just destroyed.
My last memory is of it standing, and that's how it will stay in here. I don't want to see it tarnished.
And when we moved to the Emirates, that's what my dad said. That's the day the club died.
It's like an urn. That's the way I see the Emirates. It's like an urn.
Like an urn. Wow, that is brilliant. That's brilliant. That's brilliant, man. Honestly, yeah, man. What a place that was. What a place Highbury was, man. Coming out the station, turning right. You got the whole crowd.
You wouldn't see it till you're there.
Until you're there.
That's the thing I loved about it.
Oh, it was amazing.
It was part of. It was like it was the neighborhood, if that makes sense.
Yes, it was amazing, bro.
I mean, obviously, I didn't live in that area. I lived in Barnet when I was a kid. When I moved from South Africa,
right.
I didn't live that far away.
No. Listen, you're a London boy, Barnet. What are you talking about? I was in northwest London, so I was in Kentish Town to begin with. Then I moved to Kilburn. My dad's always been like in North London anyway. Then I lived a little bit at the back of Finsbury Park, like near Haringey. So it's just always been there. Like, but most of my family grew up in like Kentish Town and that, but it's always been there. It's always been the Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? So to hear that coming down from generations of men in the family, that's the way it should be, man. I feel like that's really wholesome, bro. I really like that. Before I get into the next question, let me just big up Darren. Let me big up the absolute legend in the building. Great day. I ran to the shop to buy a newspaper like Charlie from Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. And you're talking about Dennis Bergkamp. That's what I'm trying to say, man. That's what I'm trying to say. It's all a bit of a blur, but when you hear things like that, it warms my heart. I can't lie. It really does. Big up to Suge, you absolute legend. AJ's in the building as well. Make sure that we're getting Vigilante's link in there. His links are pinned and his name is in the title. And big up to Brian. I see you. It might be
Zola, he was a hell of a player back then.
Yeah, Zola. Do you know what? It's funny because we was talking to Errol yesterday from Redmond. Big up Shane for setting that up. That was amazing. And he was like, "Oh, I thought you'd have that clip of Henri putting Carragher on his ass." It's funny he said that because I was watching the clip on X of Zola putting Carragher on his ass. That I think I even reposted it. That was really fun. Zola, what a player, Brian. By the way,
that's another thing. My uncles did make sure I watched other teams to see the good players they had, and I do remember bits of Zola. Remember Desai as well. He was a beast, man. He was one powerful player.
Yeah,
I remember Henri putting him on his ass when he'd first joined. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He done it to a lot of people, bro.
Yeah, Zanetti. Remember Javier Zanetti just twisted him up in San Siro.
Bro. and I have these mad memories, bro. That's why I wanted Saka to go past when we was in Madrid, go past
around the back of the goal and
with the shush. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, Vigilante knows, man. You know what I mean? Proper gooner. And big up to you, Brian. You've had enough appearances off the bench. You've ended up with a wrench. But like I said, with great power comes great responsibility, my bro. Big up to DG2. Yeah, I just want to see if I ain't missed anyone. York needs to watch Bergkamp goals compilation to learn what he can do in this team. We are going to get into it, guys. So any kind of discussion points you want with me and Vigilante or any questions, put it in. As soon as I finish my questions, we're going to rock up with the chat for a little bit. So let's continue. So let's talk about this year. A lot's been made about our transfer window, Vigilante. Firstly, how did you rate it? And secondly, I'm just going to go straight into whether you think we've got enough pieces. And if not, then what pieces do we need?
Personally, if I was to have given it a rating, I'd say maybe a 5. And that's made lower by the ex-Chelsea trash that we're signing. Because again, that's just lowering the bar. And I would have thought after the whole no to Madueke thing, the club would have at least read the room and gone, hey, you know what, this isn't such a good idea.
Right.
I mean, it's been universally hated, and the things that we saw on the murals are words we won't repeat, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, especially on the Kroenke one. I mean, what more do you need?
What more do you need, bro? But that's a good point. So, I mean, obviously, Matty and Kenny and other legends that follow the club are kind of saying that, this. Do you believe that meeting happened with Josh and they're asking Arteta for trophies this year? Do you believe that?
I genuinely do believe that, because one thing is that I've noticed from the Kroenkes, especially Josh, he is very reactionary. When there's something, when he's dragged into the press and so in a negative way, he will not hesitate to show his face to try and put out that fire.
Right.
Look at the Super League thing.
Yeah.
Immediately he flew into the country when that hit the news. And that is one thing billionaires hate.
Yeah.
Is then names being dragged out into the press in a bad way or made to look bad by something especially they own. And I think if that we're going to get these parasites out of this club, which is what we need to do, is we need to drag them out into the press.
Right. And that's amazing. And you know what? I'm going to segue that quickly because, like I said, big up Tony Claude Gunner as well. I was watching some of his stuff. He had a lot of stuff to say about the fans that live in London, right? Which I understand. He's upset because some fans that, go to the games every week, they seem to think that just because they go there, they've got more right to say something than anyone.
I'm glad you brought this up, right? Because I've got a brilliant way of having a look at this. Does that count for me then? Because I was in London watching games, and then I moved to South Africa and I was watching games, and then I've moved back, and now I'm up in Leicestershire. So does that apply to me as well? Because the entire Champions League run, I was sat in my room in Port Elizabeth, my mom in the living room, and my eyes were glued to that screen for every second of those Champions League games.
Right.
I remember nearly enough ducking behind my pillow through the Villarreal games. I was like this the whole way through, panicking, shitting myself. We got to do this. But Cal, mate, every time he touched the ball, I was screaming, "Take him out! Take him out! Take him out!" So does that count for me then? Because I was in London, I was on literally the other side of the planet. So
no. And that's one thing that I don't even think he was trying to get. I'm gonna give you the context now.
You know what I mean?
But I'm glad you put that.
I'm just saying to defend what he's saying. These people that say that have attacked fans like him that aren't in going to games and that.
No, exactly. No. Let me give you the context, because he wasn't putting anyone down. He was like, all the fans that are in London, why have we not got placards? Why are we not going to the stadium with banners? And obviously, I was on the move when I was watching his show, and I couldn't be bothered to type because it's a long-winded one. I was there for the Wenger. When I'm looking at 30, 40 people, there was no one that turned up. Like it's a very hard. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I was there. There was hardly no one. Like the only way, even if you live in London, bringing a placard, what's that going to change? That's all I wanted to say. Because he's like, look, if I was in London, like, because people are cussing us international fans, I would never do that. Look at the time that BBK has to get up to watch Arsenal. Look at the time Suge has to get up. I would never, ever put that down. But the context he was saying, he wasn't putting down international fans. He was saying fans in London, why are we not doing more? There's nothing we can do unless the fans in London decide that they ain't going to watch the games, because that's the only way, or they're going to stop buying merch. That is me, Shane.
I'm defending the international fans there, because technically people that him and others, the whole narrative needs to stop.
No, it's dumb. It's dumb. I hate it as well. I hate it because, sorry, I'll let you come back in. Like, obviously, my dad's not here. He gave up the season ticket around 2008, I believe, and we stopped going. We got too expensive. Like I said, he said the club died when we left Emirates, right? So, like I said, it's not about where you're from or how many times you go. I hate when people say that, because some people are getting up at 4 in the morning, 2 in the morning, really dedicated to this thing. So I hate that. But the point that Tony was making is, why are not the London fans doing more with like signs and stuff?
Because
it doesn't help us.
Well, certain fan, we won't mention, obviously sneaking a certain thing under his coat with Lee.
Yeah.
Look at the lengths he had to go to do it.
Exactly.
And not just that, if you even so much as like burp or fart too loud in the ground,
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up, because I was just going to say it first.
I've had enough of it. I had it a few weeks back when I was at the Champions League game. I had some person, in front of you, the person changed through the halves, and the moron that sat in front of me for the second half was just like this the whole time, and I actually had to go, can you fuck off?
Yeah.
And he said to me, I'm talking to my friends while the concourse is there, or you've got Holloway Road. Like,
do you know what I mean? Like, you've come to the game to talk to your friends.
And even you've got the stewards have a go at me. I went, hang on a minute, he weren't sat there the first half.
I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that, because these top gooners will have you think that there's no arguments on the concourse. Everything's
if they don't believe that, they're talking crap. And also the League Cup game, I was sat in the bit next to the director's box. Those fans are not happy by the style of play.
Exactly. And that's what I just want to put that out. That's what I just want to get out there. Stop talking like you know everything, because would there even be this community if everyone thought the same as them guys? Don't put down international fans. Don't put down people that don't go to the game. Like I said, just because I go to a concert, does that then qualify me to get on stage and start rapping? No, it don't. So I just hate that. I just hate that.
You know how hard it is to get tickets. You have to do that stupid ballot thing, which is like a gigantic raffle, which you'll never win. And then I'm on to the 4th season. I've not had a single ticket from it. Arsenal for everyone, eh?
Exactly. And what was you saying? Was it Ticketmaster or one of those sites or something? They're making loads of money off kind of reselling tickets on that as well.
Oh, it's on Facebook. People, you got the season ticket, or a load of season ticket holders. Apparently, they buy like 4 or 5 tickets and sell them on.
Jesus Christ. Do you know what I'm saying? So there you go, guys. There you go. And not just that, but if all the season tickets just upped and left and said we're not watching no more, we've got like twice their number in the wings waiting. Like, so that's the only point I brought up from Tony, because what he's saying is not wrong, but you need to understand there is nothing we can do. Going all these protests, even the Wolves guys. I think there was a protest at Wolves. They played Man United, and there was no fans in the stadium for like 15 minutes, and then they all just came in and took your seats. So what's the point of protesting? Exactly. So I just want to get from do you agree with that the London fans, the ones that live in a stone's distance from the ground, we should be doing more? Do you believe that as well?
Yes and no. The thing is, you've always got things against you. The main media is against us, especially how they protect Arteta. I mean, it is something else. I mean, I showed a friend out in South Africa, and he didn't know any of this, and he was actually stunned within about 2 days how quickly I opened his eyes to how bad it is.
Right.
Because he thought we were going to win the league, we were going to walk it. And he's a Man United fan.
Right.
And I actually sit him down and go, no, look, and I explained it. And I went, look, it'll be City for all these reasons. And Pep doesn't go 2 years without not winning. And look at their mad run every single season. Moment New Year hits, they pick up form.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I totally agree, bro. Big up Mr. Joshy as well, man. Big up for joining. Big up to you, my guy. Like I said, just like Brian, couple more appearances off that bench, and you could end up with a wrench. If any of you have got questions for my guest, please put a queue in there. Please get them in. Obviously, we're coming to the end of my questions, so
I think I did see a few in there.
Yeah, wicked, and we'll get to it. We'll get to it as soon as I finish mine. So, do you still think? Because this is the crux of the question I was trying to ask before. Do you think there's still pieces missing, or is there everything that Lego Head needs to let us win this league, bro?
There's things there to win, but to win the league, no. We need. I think we do need a few extra players. Personally, I wouldn't give it to this manager because it's just It's like raising on you see those bratty teenagers that just keeps getting money every time they crash a Lamborghini.
I've got one in the house right now. Yeah, so
so they never taught the value of anything, and he's kind of in the same way. And that's where accountability has also not been held in the situation. If you held accountability, he wouldn't be a bit like this. He'd actually be humble. Like Haaland said, stay humble. There's a reason.
Stay humble, and look what he did yesterday, and he didn't even celebrate, really, just a little smirk. That guy's too much, by the way.
I think the biggest thing is last season, that was a humbling thing for Haaland.
Yeah.
He won nothing.
Yeah.
And he lost the final.
Yeah. And then he came back and scored the fastest 10 goals. And I think it's only ever happened 3 times, and it's him every time. Like, the guy's just a complete anomaly.
He's going to fly past Shearer's record. You watch.
Oh, man. Oh, he's going to kill it. He's going to, same. And that's a great point. Well done for bringing that up. Let me just big up DG2, U6 in the house as well. That's what Henri, I was watching that just yesterday, bro. Learning how your players play. Do you know what I mean? Learning, Henri was a legend. Even when he was saying about, because I was angry, everyone just falling on the floor and Odegaard still standing up. And then Henri was like, why are you falling on the floor? It's one game. You still got however many games. But at the same time, like, I was trying to take that information in, but at the same time, we've got PTSD. Do you know what I mean? So you have to just understand that. Like I said, let me just get to the end of my ones, and then we'll roll through the chat. We'll go through the questions that they've got. I've asked you about the Champions League. I've asked you about the manager. I believe most of us don't believe in him. I'm pretty sure that you don't either. So let's talk about your channels, bro. Vigilante Talk Sports, AFC Vigilante Gaming. Just tell us a little bit about what's going on over there, and what you're doing on those channels, bro.
To be honest, for this month, the gaming channel, I don't really have much of a plan, because obviously I've just come back from and
amazing.
For the sports channel, I'm going to carry on the Eredivisie for the rest of the season, along with obviously the Arsenal games and the other rugby games that do come along. I'm looking to maybe do like future extreme sports, like snowboarding, things like that.
Oh, sick.
That's something different, and it is actually fun to watch.
Straight. It is. That's brilliant.
Very often it comes around.
That's brilliant. Yeah, no, that's really good. See, different ideas, people. Different ideas. I tried to do it with like a little Views' version of Match of the Day, and then my whole street. It's like I thought I'd lose my channel, bro. Like Jesus, do you know what I'm saying? Like
But
Sky
then,
weren't playing about, mate. So I got to try and find a way of doing that. But
but
so
then
what you saying? So go on.
just
What was
one
you gonna
more
say?
thing about that. The
Yeah, go
main
on.
thing I am doing though, and I actually have been really grateful I come across this, and a big up to Rasta Stocks, African King Academy, and Liverpool Prophet.
Big up
Like
to
my
them.
three brothers, I work with those guys multiple times a week, and those are my favorite streams.
Big up.
And we've
Big
got
up.
something great going between the four of us, and long may it continue.
There you go, man. And that's a little shout out. So, what have you got names for these shows? Like, when are they? When can people catch them?
Tuesday, you can catch African King Academy's podcast, Full Time Vibes, normally at 11 p.m. UK time.
Right.
Rasta Stocks, it's From the Stands pod on a Thursday, 11 p.m.
We
And
can-
then I've started the Weekend Roundup, Sunday, 11 p.m. on my channel.
There you go.
And you can catch the four of us across each show.
Wicked, wicked. There you go, guys. There you go. So make sure you're showing all the support in the world. As a United fan, so many of my fave PL goals have been scored by Arsenal, aside from sentimental United goals. Bergkamp versus Newcastle,
No, that was
Ramsey versus
beautiful.
Fulham. Yeah, that's. I don't know if any goal beats that, to be honest. I was just watching a Ramsey goal. Was it in
You
the
got the
Champions?
wheelchair one where there was like just
All
flick
of them,
between
all
them
of
and
them
Giroud
passes.
just off the back
Yeah,
of the hill.
and the
There's,
Giroud back
there's so
scorpion.
many of Henri's
So
that
many.
just come to mind, like the one against Villa where he's off his thigh and he's just turned and smashed it
And
right into the
smashed
top
it.
left corner.
The one against United where he chips it up, turns and just
Perez,
volleys it.
Henri's goals against City where he's on the left and he's just knocked it in, and I just remember the ball sailing into that far right. You've got Perez lobbing Villa. Remember that?
Perez. I mean,
Was
that's
it
the
was it
levels
Villa?
that we.
I'm
I
sure it was
believe.
Villa, wasn't it?
I'm pretty sure it was. I'm pretty sure it was. But
Yeah,
that was the levels that we had. Do you know what I'm saying? That was the levels that we had. That's why when we finished second, we was
Vieira
upset.
versus Chelsea, like that one-touch passing, how he's just slid in on and he's caught it on the slide into the.
The slide.
You know,
The one.
when was the last time you saw us in 3 passes go from our box to the opposition's and put the ball in the net?
Unless it's
That's
a long
what we
ball.
could do.
Unless it's a long ball. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Unless it's a long ball. Every trophy you're in, you should aim to win. Big up Brian. Sorry, I totally agree. There's Mr. Joshy's link. Big up to you. Mr. Joshy still in the building. Guna Rican in the house. Big up to you. We are going to be doing his Under the Lens tomorrow, 8 p.m. UK time.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, catch us for that. I'm just trying to get to some of these questions. Have you seen any of them, Vigilante?
I think I might have seen Shane put one in. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Prom says, I want a new manager. Yeah, so do I. You know, Santa Claus, can you bring us a new manager for Christmas? Kwame says, my painful memory missing out on the CL in 0506. You know, it's mad, isn't it? Because Arteta missed out on the CL to Spurs only a few years ago, and he still managed to keep his job. That's
I
crazy.
just read Shane's comment. That's brilliant.
Whose comment?
Shane's question.
Oh, wicked. Let me try and get to it. Let me try and get to it so I can put it up. Like I said, thank you again, miss, man. Stop it now. You know what I mean? You're going to get in trouble, miss. Big up to Claire, man. Absolute legend. Paul Walker as well. Just trying to find blessing me with the membership. Come on, man. Just say thank you. Tyson's in the house. Big up. Please, guys, make sure that you are subscribing to my guest in it. Links are all over the place, in the title, pinned. Like, you know who it is. Go and show him love. We are on Twitch and Kick as well. They got DG2. Ethan was balling yesterday. Eze should start versus Wolves, then bring on Ethan. Let me ask you this, bro, because me and Mr. Robbo were having this discussion on WhatsApp during the game. He's like, watch, Gyökeres is going to be our fourth striker now because Jesus has come on and hit the bar and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I believe, that Saka should be on the bench and Madueke should start against Wolves. What's your thoughts on that, bro?
I agree. I've been noticing, and it's actually driving me mad watching games, as to how selfish Saka has become. The amount of times I've seen, players in better positions, and he's not making that pass.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that goal he scored where he should have played Gyökeres on. And he scored, but he's lucky he scored.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
The keeper was clearly eating waffles or something. He had butter over his fingers. I mean, that was terrible.
Yeah, that was a madness, innit? He's lucky because I was going to get on his ass and I was still onto him anyway. Why are you not passing?
Because
you know, and I don't blame Tuchel because that's what Arteta should have been doing anyway.
That's basic stuff.
Yeah, you know, like
you taught that from like under 8 or at age when you're playing football. If there's someone in a better position, play the pass.
Play the pass, bro. You play the pass. Big up to Jason Guna, manners and respect, my Jenna. Make sure you're all subscribing to Jason. Vigilante probably would put your link in, but he's sitting on screen with me. So AJ, Kwaja, whoever else, time to earn your money, guys. You know what I mean? Let's get Jason's link in there and let's make sure that we're subscribing to him as well. And go on to the playlist, guys. So you'll be able to see Vigilantes after this, Jason's, BBK's, Shane's. Everyone's under the lens, man. So please go and show that some love. And here is the legend. Nichols is an actual right back, but he's older than 16, and Bundy wanted the plaudits for bringing on kids. Do you know what? And every time you say things now, just like me, because I sometimes vigilante as well. Yeah, I feel like one of those conspiracy tinfoil, but then he goes and does what we just say he's gonna do.
Exactly.
He's like a maniac, bro. I mean,
it's like I said to Rathscott going into the season. He asked me what's my thoughts. I said injuries is going to be a serious problem. And what's been happening has carried on from last season is the injuries.
Yeah.
It's almost like I get what you guys are saying. You feel like you're going mad, like your head butting a wall. And
yeah,
but you're not. It is actually you are witnessing and you are predicting what you're seeing coming.
That's what we think anyway. So it's always good to know that we're not alone. Big up Suge. A question for Vigilante. You are head of recruitment in January. Who do you sell and who do you buy?
$29 Marino. And I'll go get Elise straight away. And a cheaper winger, maybe like a Matoma or Leon Bailey that can just do a job for a good few months that won't take up a huge amount of wages. That is actually a winger.
Yeah.
And played in the correct position.
I like that. Elise 100%. But go on, sorry.
Another thing I would actually get in place if they go down, Jared Bowen walks straight into Arsenal.
Ooh, I was saying that the other day. People are not giving Jared his ratings. Do you know what I'm saying? So I like that.
One that is good to keep an eye on is Timber's brother, because his contract's up soon, and I'll obviously watch Eredivisie, and he's not a bad player.
Now I'd take it anyway. Just
a good one to rotate in for Rice at times, even to go alongside Rice. He's much better than Zubimendi, I can tell you that now, and he can actually play. He's got some tech.
Well, there you go. And because Vigilante's watching the era of Videsi, like he knows this. So make sure you go and join him when he does a watch along. Big up Shane. He said Salmon won't be seen again this season. I call him Mystic Shane now, but to be honest, we all know this. Like I was even saying when I was watching the game, oh, you're bringing on Salmon now, but you'd rather bring on a injured Trossard when the game mattered. So I could see through that.
What was the point?
Do you know what I mean? I can see through that substitution, man. Big up DG2. I just want to see if there's any more questions for you. Noni needs to carry the form on at Chelsea. He'd look like a well-beater one match and non-league player the next. Okay. Go on. What do you reckon of that?
Yeah, he did score an absolute cracker, but he needs to now show that a bit more in consistency. And we need to start doing it at least like once or twice a week. Start cracking off a shot, even if it hits the bar or forces a save out the keeper. It's showing that you are actually starting to improve and with some end product.
Yeah. I think the whole team needs to do a lot more shooting, but I totally agree.
Even Odegaard did that last night, and it was like, okay, where's that? That's just like he did last season when it doesn't matter. He's now having a go at goal. Yeah.
Let me ask you about Odegaard quickly, because obviously I've got a whole separate video, not like some big long deep dive. It's just like showing the footage and things like that. Like I'm sure you saw the footage that's been going all over the internet.
Yeah, the in-betweeners thing. It's hilarious.
In-betweeners dance, man. Like that's our captain, bro. I mean, what do you make of that?
He's not a captain. He's like it's like a Beyblade.
Yeah, just spinning.
Yeah. He's useless, man.
Spinning around. That was really annoying to. Every time I think about it, I get furtherly. I don't even know if that's the word. Another thing
it reminds me of. Remember the Simpsons movie? There's that guy who can't decide whether to run in or out of the dome. He's like that.
He's doing double dutch.
Do I make a tackle? Do I run away?
Do you know what I'm saying? That was so that just annoyed me. So all you top gooners, bro, that's your captain. He's getting $250,000 a week to do that. Like that should anger everybody. That's my point. Big up Hendo, another day one YouTube royalty out here. He says Arteta will probably give Noni and Martinelli detention for taking long. Shane says
I was going to actually mention that. Did you notice his reactions when the goals went in? One of them, he's like that. And it's like, why are you doing that? You just scored.
Because he's a spook maker, guys. That's what I keep trying to tell everyone.
Strange behaviour by Arteta last night.
Things, man. Counter defense. That's why. You know what I mean? Josh Nichols is a right back. He can play. Yeah, but you know, he doesn't want to give anyone a chance, or he will only do it in a game where it don't matter. And we have to be 3-0 up at that. Shane is going to be smoked by Arteta now. Imagine that. Big up Suge. Salmon will succeed, just not at Arsenal. That's another good point.
That's true.
Shane, surely we got some young CBs and under 21s who can get some time. I think, could Salmon even play centre back? I don't even know. I think he could, innit? I'm not sure. Big up DG said, right, I would work on my weaknesses in training. Repetition of shooting with my weaker foot to perfect my shooting. Yeah, from a legend. 27 likes. Big up to you, legends. Like I said, make sure that you are subscribing to my guest. We ain't going to be too much longer. So get in questions quickly. If I'm just trying to find any. Big up to Bike Thief. Big up to Spirit High in the building. Kwame's in the building saying hi, Claire. I love him. I love Liam Brady curling shot in the North London Derby 77-78. Jesus Christ. I have to go and watch that and try and see it for myself. Big up Martin Tapp. He's saying big up views. Couple of nice goals last night for Martinelli, particularly Madueke. Can't understand bringing Saka on at 3-0 up. Game done, 20 minutes only. Exactly. And let's touch on that because I mean, I'm pretty sure I know what your answer is, but like, is this guy a serial killer or what? Are we looking at the Spanish Dexter right now? What's he doing, bro?
He's clearly not following the medical team's advice on their actual fitness or anything. And all he's taken is, okay, they're not injured anymore, as they're match fit. And that's the key words, match fit.
Match fit, yep.
I said, I know the grade 3 hamstring injury. That's at least about 9 months full rest until you're at least match fit. I studied this in school.
So you're exactly, we're seeing it for ourselves. This guy is like a serial killer, bro. And even James, right? I know he's no longer on AFTV, but when he was doing that pod, I think he was still there. He's like, no one's like, why is Mikel just keep using the same core 12 to 15 players? This is why they're all broken now. And then the other players coming in, they're getting broken very quickly. So now I'm questioning training. I don't know what's going on, but everyone who comes in, we're almost at bare bones again. Like, and we're meant to have a massive.
It's got to be the training, right? Especially with the European games. Players are on and off planes, so they're not really getting enough rest on and after games.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then they're going straight into training. So when are they resting?
Exactly. But apparently we don't train, but we do train, but we don't train. We don't know what we do under Arteta. And that was one thing that Vigilante said in the Harry Potter moment. We're going to change this shitty PR because the international managers will tell you, oh, this player turned up injured. That's why we sent him back. But yet Arteta goes to play Mr. Glass for most of the game in the next Premier League game. And people are wondering why we're upset. I've been supporting Arsenal while I was born in Hackney, bro. Listen, it's all good, my G. It's all good. Speaking of Highbury, is it Vic Akian, who was in charge of Arsenal ladies at the time, fighting so hard to get the ladies to play in Highbury so new history could be made in there. Wow.
That should have been given to the ladies. Wow. That's disgraceful that it wasn't.
Yeah, and they turned it into like fucking
flats. Imagine if they'd won the first Champions League. The ladies won and the second one.
Oh, mate. Do you know what I mean? And that I would have loved that. I would have just gone to. I would have bought a season ticket to go and watch the women, just to go to Highbury every week, bro. I'm telling you, it was what a magical stadium.
Giving me a reason to walk down near it again and just to see it.
I'm telling you, it was so nice. That was Zola's last games for Chelsea. But yeah, put Carragher on his ass, bro. It's funny because, like I said, you know, Errol was talking about on redoing it, but I was just watching Zola do it. What a player he was, man. Honestly, big up Everest in the building. Big up my bro Skis, Vigilante, Real G. Come on, bro. Make sure you guys are all subscribing. This is a true story. Zola went to Great Ormond Street Hospital to see a dying Chelsea fan, promised him a special goal, then he did it. I mean, there you go.
That does not surprise me.
There you go. There's the link for Everest. Really appreciate that. AJ, question for Vigilante. Who does he think was our greatest ever manager? George Graham, Arsene Wenger, Don Revy.
Was it Terry Venables?
Terry Venables, Don Revy. Oh, mate.
If I was to have been serious with that one and obviously taking the joke out of it, I can't say George Graham. I never saw him. That's the way I see it. So I'd have to go with Wenger.
Fair play. Yeah,
so I think I'm only fair to make that assessment if I've actually
absolutely
with my own 2 eyes. And
exactly, I was on the back end of Graham, the back end of it. So, you know, when I first started going to the games in my own right, Wenger was already there. So I'm kind of not in the same boat, but I was the back end. It's very like, you know, my dad had to show me what the team was doing in that age.
Judging off what I've learned and everything, I personally would have to say Herbert Chapman, because he gave us our first success and he
revolutionized
the map, really.
Yeah. And when I was there doing the thing for the Champions League, when you go down certain halls, they've got all of the managers like legends, and then you get to the last one and just see Bundy there just looking all Lego. Like, it's so horrible, bruv. I just want to rip it down. Big up to Guna SE, big up to Everest, big up to Prom. This manager can learn. He needs to start showing it now, my bro. He needs to start showing it. Big up to Quaja. He's bigging up Shane. And big up AFA. Oh, sorry, AF Academy. Sorry.
That's African King Academy.
Hey, big up, man. African. Hey, big up to you, my G. Big up for passing through. How much you beating Wolves by this weekend? Let me ask you about that. 4-5-0, you reckon, yeah?
Yeah, at least. It's got to be.
It's Arsenal, bro. It's Arsenal. For me, I'm going to say, like, I don't know. 2-0. We should be battering them. But like I said, can we ever get 3 good performances in a row? Like, I can't remember.
True. And when you let them shoot after what he saw last night.
That's
another thing.
That's another thing. Yeah. Big up to the doctor in the building as well. Sorry, man. Just a little bit gassy. Big up Views and Vigilante. Big up chat. Big up to Static, my bro. Hope you're well, man. One of the day ones as well. Big up to you, my friend. Make sure, obviously, Vigilante's on screen. AJ, let's get his Insta link in there. Get these likes up, guys. Yes, please, if you don't mind. Hi, Claire. Hope you're doing good. Big up to Pro, man. Martin Tap, Shane. Yep, big up. Only chance you got of seeing salmon again is if you see one over the river. Exactly. We're going to have to go fishing. Sadly, Arteta will never learn 6 years later. You know, how much time... I'm always confused about this, is because obviously it was 1920. We're about to go into 2026. But is this his 6th? Or I think Hendon was saying that he's going into his 7th season, like managerial season. I don't even know what it is, 7 or 6.
I think it is his 7th.
Do you know what I mean?
I think, yeah, because 6 years. So by the end of the season, it'll be 6.5 years.
Right.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? It's like nightmarish. It's the stuff of nightmares, man. How much more do we need to see us come in second for people to get upset?
Thank you, South Africa, for giving me a World Cup in between.
Big up South Africa, man, every time. And there's AF Academy's link. Big up to you, AJ, man. Mod's doing me proud. And make sure you're clicking it. Big up Kwame. For me, Arsene Wenger is the best manager of all time. To be honest with you, that was just my period. That's why I agree with it so much. But George Graham deserves a statue as well, man.
He absolutely should have one before Wenger.
Yeah, there you go, man. 89, like loads of stuff. Like, he should have a statue in it. Big up my NYC contingency. Bless up Cooper, man. Hope you're well today.
I think Rocky Rocastle and Wrighty should have a statue. And if you're going to do it, it should be those two, like, side by side, because obviously they're childhood friends.
I mean, what do you think about Wrighty? Because I think it, just like Kieran,
it hurts me as a fan.
It hurts
me.
I'm
very, very disappointed in him.
Very exactly, because no freaky, but that was the first man I fell in love with. Then it was Dennis, then it was Thierry, and now the way you go on about the club, bro, it's just so disappointing, man. But you are right, taking the bias aside, people like Righty, Graham, there's so Rocastle, there's so many people that
I
should
wish
have.
I could have got to see Rocky Rocastle, man.
That would have
What
been
every
amazing.
footage that I've been able to find, and what a player.
Yeah, that would have been amazing, man. Big up to Everest. People who think match going fans are the only, they're the dumbest of dumb. It's like, creatine plank, just we go to the games. Half the depending on where you're sitting, like sometimes you ain't even got a good angle. Honestly, it's bewildering to me. And they think that they've got more of a voice because you go to the game. I'm more of a supporter. I buy all the merch. Shut up, man. Get out of here with that. I'm not hearing that over here. But anyway, let's move on. Big up Static. Big up Cooper. So here we go. This guy's just trolling at this point now. Here we go. Yeah, look, should a chin strap be considered a beard? See, look at this. I hope you guys are seeing the true colors now, yeah? I hope you guys see the real dynamic of this relationship because he likes to act the victim, but he's forever shooting shots. Yeah,
That's
shooting shots. Oh my days. Oh my days. Live on air, people. Are you seeing Shane Arteta throwing views under the bus? Yeah, I still got an ACL, Shane, but you're throwing me under the bus. He said I started it as an international fan who now lives in the UK, and he does. Bro, listen, we don't back that message over here. That's a load of rubbish. We don't back that over here. It's a load of rubbish. Arsenal fan,
the international fans are more devout with the times they have to get up.
I'm telling you, and then even the ones that come over to travel, they have to spend so much money. You don't understand. Like,
the ones that will never get the chance to go.
Exactly. Arsenal fans outside the UK is astronomically larger than within. That's another cold-hearted fact. So don't ever diss the international fans. Big facts. Shane here with the hardest of questions. Do you know what I'm saying? But you can all see it for yourself now. You can all see it for yourself. I'm just sitting there minding my business, trying to ask vigilante questions, and there's shots being fired. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, big up to Static. There's his Instagram. Big up to Danger Mouse as well. Kwame, it was a massive mistake. Shane is diabolical. I mean, I hope you're now seeing it. Yeah, I hope you're now seeing it, guys. Really and truly, I do. But we have hit the hour, and I have got things to do. I am supposed to be back in like 15 minutes. That might happen. It might not at this rate because I can already hear that there's works going on in the house. So, what have you got coming up, Vigilante man? Talk to them.
I'll just be on Rasta Stocks podcast tonight at 11 p.m. UK time.
Wicked.
And I'll set up watch-alongs for the weekend, some Eredivisie and the Arsenal game.
The Arsenal, yeah. So go over and join Vigilante because I don't know if I can do it anymore. Community service, I don't know if I can do it anymore. And me and Shane usually do the reaction anyway. So make sure you're with Vigilante for the game and make sure you're with him for later on tonight with African King, I believe, and whoever else is there. Big up to all the guys, man. If I didn't get to your chat, there's Vigilante's link. Click it. If I didn't get to your chat, I apologize, but we do need to get out of here. We might be back. We might be back with a match reaction. We might not. 50-50. Otherwise, we are back tomorrow, midday intervention, and then we got Guna Rican at 8 p.m. UK time. Big up Rasta Stocks as well. He's in the building.
Burkamp.
There you go. For me, it was Thierry, but I understand that Burkamp needed to run so Thierry could fly. Do you know what I'm saying? But big up everyone, man. I am gonna direct you to someone because the way that I'm hearing banging in this house, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this next stream, to be honest with you. So, or I'll maybe just edit the stream for later. But for now, we will direct you to someone else. Thank you ever so much, Vigilante, for coming on. And hold on, before I even do that, let me give you your actual ratings as my you know what I'm saying. This is the founding member, guys. This is the founding member. Say that again, bro.
Me on the channel, bro.
Come on, man. You know it's love all the time, bro. And we help where we can help out. Big up Rashid in the chat as well. Under the Lens Show's been on this one. Yeah, man. Just go to the playlist. Go to the playlist, man. Big up Jamboy as well. Sorry it's taken so long, my G. Make sure you're subbing to Rashid as well. There's Jamboy's link. I'll type my question again. You are head of scouting in January. I think I did get to that one. Big up to whoever did Arsenal. I think that's Arsenal 1760. Call me crazy, but I'm starting to think Noni is better than Saka because of his greed versus Brentford. Well, before we get out of here, I think Vigilante touched on it. I think it's the pressure that Tuchel's putting onto it, and I think it's a dynamic change because he's too used to everything going through him, and now there's other people that can win us the games. What's your thoughts on that?
Exactly. He needs to like just let that weight be taken off his shoulders because he obviously has carried us for a few years.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
look, just take a
no.
step back, Saka. Let go of that pressure and just play football.
And just to reiterate, you'd keep Saka on the bench for Wolves and start Nani?
Absolutely.
So would I. So would I.
think it's time to look playing a Saka in a different position, to be honest, like the 10.
Or left. It's not like you can't whip it in. Do you know what I mean? Like, Jesus.
Exactly.
Hey, and big up to BB. You didn't have to do this, my guy. Come on, man. BBK, big up, man. Make sure you're subbing to him. He said, been waiting for this episode. Big up to you, my G. I know you're already subbed to Vigilante. I'll give you the round of applause. Obviously, it's under the lens, so we haven't got all the clips loaded up. But I really appreciate that, BBK. You didn't have to do that, my G. You know what I mean? Commander BBK. That's a military guy right there, you know? Yeah?
Legend. Big up to Taron.
Yeah? Bullets whizzing around his head. So when he talks to you about fatigue, listen.
A hero. A real hero.
A real, that's a real man going out shooting for real. Big up to Kiptu, Views, Martin, poor Odegaard, Moreno. Shitting slowly us down. Arsenal was just poor. I feel pain watching us. We won, but I'm not excited. Why bring Saka, who is no, exactly, bro? Exactly, off the porch, never folded, bro. This is what we say all the time, my guy. Why, when we're winning, I think he done it last season as well. You're bringing on players. He'll try and tell you it's for match sharpness, but they need a rest. What's your thoughts on this quickly, bro?
I wouldn't have brought him on. I just left him in. Like I said, he should have been left at home.
Facts. Should have get left at home. And that's another thing that Arteta does. He's going to make players travel, sit in the cold, sit on the bench in the rain. Exactly. When they're injured, they should be at home with their Horlicks and their flat cap. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, honestly.
Also, the Dubai holiday needs to be started. I hope that's put to an end.
If they have a Dubai holiday this year, that's when I'm going to be agreeing with Tony. The London man need to go down and pop all the tires of the coach, all of that stuff. Do you know what I mean? Big up Napoleon. Thank you for being in here. Suja saying Quinton Timber can play anywhere in the midfield.
He's a good player.
I would take him anyway, just for the crack. I would take him.
He'll be on the free. Our club loves the free.
It makes too much sense, innit? Big up Gunner for life, man. Sorry I didn't big you up personally, bro. Run me Anthony Johnson as well. Vigilante, what programs are you using for gaming videos? That's a good question.
Just use my console.
Just use the console. There you go. 37 likes. Listen, guys, we do need to get out of here. And we've had about 10 people leave, so I don't want it to be embarrassing before I redirect. Thank you ever so much, Vigilante, my founding member, my broski, my one of my top mods. I really appreciate your time, my G. And yeah, thank you for coming on, man. This has been your Under the Lens.
Good, bro. I appreciate having me on again.
No problem. I would just direct to myself, but because of what's going on in the house right now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the stream. So let me see who else is live. Is BBK coming up at any point? What's the time? It's 1 o'clock. It's going to be hours before he goes live, I reckon, innit? Or is he live already? Is he live already? Can someone tell me who's live, please, before we get out of here? Rest Timber, Rice.
Jester's live.
Who's live?
Jester.
Okay, I don't know if I subscribe to them. But if
sorry, that Robbo isn't live. He was live. No, this is Jester. Do you not have his link?
No, I don't. Big up Vigilante. Thanks for the insight. Come on, man. It's going to be your turn tomorrow, big man. Rest Rice, Timber, and Saka for the Wolves game. Let them have a good 2 weeks. Facts, Hendo. Facts. But Arteta's never gonna bloody do that. Ever. Hold on. Let me see if what's his name? Just Jester. If I type it in,
this is Jester, the gamer.
No, this is Jester. Yeah, this is Jester. Hold on. Not Voss. This is Jester. Okay, I got modded Among Us. Is he playing Subway Surfers? Am I in the wrong place?
Project Motor Racing.
He's playing Motor Racing.
He's got 32 watching him now. He's on 2.24 K subs.
They got to him. Do you know what it is? I think it's because I don't sub to him, but I should still be able to find it though.
Yeah, Lee Gunner raises him quite often. That's how I'm sub to him.
Yeah, this is Jester. Is it all one word or is there like
Yeah.
all one word? All right, let me do it like that then. We'll try and bring someone in, man. If it was BBK, we'd be going straight over there, but I don't think he's live already. This is Jester. It's not a joke. Is that the one?
Hold on. Let me just drop his link in the private for you.
Yeah. I can't even do it like that. I'd have to subscribe to it first. So yeah, maybe you can actually. Maybe you can. Maybe you can.
Yeah, it's in the private chat now.
All right, let's have a look. Get out of here, get out of here. Private chat. Let me just click that link. No, this is Jester. We'll subscribe, and that should help me. Project Motor Racing. Okay. That's I think one of your brethrens, or you know the guy personally.
Lee Gunner raids him. He's raided Shane a few times.
Big up, man. Yes. What now? They still fucking ain't coming up.
If it's not working, AJ said Hooks is live.
Okay. Do you know what it is though? But you're saying Lee raids him all the time, so there's no way that his setting. There's no way that's off because he has had raids before. I've just subscribed to the guy, and it's still not coming up. I'll just send you to Hooks. I mean, that's all I can. I'm just here forever. We'll just send you to Hooks because
we'll be here after all.
Yeah, we'll be here all day. I tried to, but I'll next time we'll definitely bring him in. Let's get over there and hit him with a views raid though. Let him know where it's come from. Once again, big up to you, Vigilante man, and we're gonna see you again soon, people. Peace.